Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Welcome back to Farm Sim News. Today we got a bunch to talk about, 15 topics in total. We're going to start with SteamDB. We're going to talk about some new mods, some mods that are available on itch right now, waiting testing for ModHub, and some maps. So sit back and relax. Today's Farm Sim News is going to be a fun one. Let's start off with SteamDB. Not much has changed since the last time that we talked about it. Work is still continuing on the back end on the JCB World's Fastest Tractor. The next app pack got some changes, and there's still a few smaller changes to the Year 1 Season Pass and the Macdom pack, though I don't think we're going to see any of those items updated publicly ever again. Likely just some small changes on the back end. However, Straw Harvest has also been sitting for a few weeks and got some changes over the weekend, which is interesting, seeing that most things that sit for like 2 or 3 weeks don't get another change till after an update. Maybe we're getting close, so turn your attention back to the Highlands fishing now, as well as the MB Trucks pack and Plains and Prairies. These items have all been sitting for a few weeks, telling me that we're getting close to seeing a public update drop. They usually only sit for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then bam, update. So I'm going to say maybe this week or next week, probably going to be seeing 1.16 releasing. We will have to wait and see, but just feels like the time's right. Now let's jump over to modern news. We're going to start with Explode Modding. We haven't talked about them in a while. They've announced that their popular versatile RT520 combine harvester will be making a return in FS25. The last time that we saw this was in FS22, releasing in August of 22, over 3 years ago. This new version of the combine harvester's got some pretty cool features, including all base game wheel brands being included. It'll also have Goodyear and Firestone tire options. However, those will probably be Lizard on console. We have the Pelosi Ultron Terra Drive Track. Goodness gracious. Case H style and Camso tracks and a tank capacity of 12,500 liters, which will be configurable in an update later on. Series Modding and Custom Modding have also jumped in to help out with the tracks and tires, and EXO has said that it would have been released on their Patreon first for PC players. However, the mod's already been submitted for testing for ModHub with no Patreon release, at least not at this time. Next up, let's talk about Chris and Riley and their Colossus pack. They say an update was submitted a while back, which adds precision farming support to their sprayer and adds another Unreal Forge header to work with custom crops. We can also expect to see an extension to the header drawbar for the 9000 as it can bump against the back of the combine. I've also had this happening recently to me, so glad to hear that it's been fixed. Additionally, we've got a new teaser of something that was originally intended to be in a pack, but will likely just be submitted as a standalone mod, with more coming down the line and making it a pack. I'm not exactly sure what this could be, but it's a fun teaser with a blaze orange digital camo pattern. I wonder what it could be. Moving on, BC Bueller Farms looks to be helping out OS mapping with some new Elmers Haulmaster grain carts. We're going to be getting multiple sizes and configurations. However, right now, BC's working on the 3000 model. OS will be doing the PC versions, while BC Bueller will be doing the crossplay versions for ModHub. As far as I can tell, the models will be the same. However, BC will be lowering the poly count to make them acceptable for ModHub. Next up, Custom Modding says that we should see their Lockwood 608 air-cut potato planter soon on the ModHub, as it's going through the final testing right now. They're expecting it to be released sometime over the next couple days, which is some great news, and they've also released the PC version on their Patreon page for PC players. Rooster Bond's also getting in on some fun. They've got their John Deere 1275 bell wagons. They've also been submitted for testing on the ModHub and already released on Rooster's itch page for PC players. Link down below if you want to get it. They feature auto load for all kinds of bells, even Custom Modding's 150 and 180 centimeter round bells. If you'd like to see an early look at the trailer, if you're on console, just let me know and I'll get a video together for you later on. Next, JHHG Modding has a new project in collaboration with Hillco. This is the HC1010 Harrow cart. Features 16 bars of flexible Harrow that level fields, incorporate chemicals, and evenly size and spread residue. All Harrow sizes are uniformly sized at 6 feet, with 48 foot, 60 foot, 72, and 84 foot versions available. That largest 84 foot, aka 25.6 meters, will be the version that we're getting on the ModHub for all platforms once it's released. Ada Modding's adding camera supports for some of his mods, starting with what looks like the Duvelsdorf Big Bag Handler. He says it's the first of his mods to have camera support. So with that being said, I would expect to see more coming in the future. Just like all of the camera mods, mods on ModHub. You need the MB trucks back to gain access to it, but that's it. And yes, I can confirm that he's already rotated the camera position 90 degrees so that it's facing upright. Roughneck Modding Crew have reported that as of Saturday evening, their Gooseneck Forestry trailer was in console testing. Now, there's no mods being released today. However, there's a good chance that we could see this one in the next few days. I've already shown the trailer off in the news a couple weeks ago, so if you'd like to get a refresher before it was released, you can either check that out or let me know and I can put something else together for you guys. Of course, link down below under Roughneck Modding Crew with the timestamp for that trailer, so just click on it, take you right to that news video, right to that section. Squiggles is back with us. Another mod that went into console testing Saturday is their Super Cleaner Cart. This mod did fail over Christmas break. However, it's taken what looks like 4 weeks to go back into testing again. You can push this cleaning cart around your farm, and it comes with Lizard Super Cleaner spray bottles to clean your equipment. Basically, it takes the place of your pressure washer, but in a neat and different form factor. I'm kind of like this. I've really been looking forward to it ever since hearing about it and seeing it for the first time at the beginning of December 2 months ago. That's when it was originally submitted for the first time. It's been so long. I'm going to be very happy to see it released, hopefully this week. Moving on, ICUS is working on an update to their living shed, and we've got some new interior bits, including what looks to be a brand new kitchen and a living room. ICUS says they've totally rebuilt the mod with 2 bedrooms, bathroom, office, and living area with kitchen. The update will also feature new doors, windows, and covers. We also have trims and textures. Currently, the living shed has a pretty basic interior and seems like that this update will replace the old one. Pascal Kautz is back with us after being away since July of last year. Their first order of business is to update their warehouse pack, fixing the lights and the floor collision from one of the warehouses. I'm not exactly sure which of the warehouses needs the floor collision fix, but hey, if you know, let me know. Don't be falling through the floor now. Next, JakedUp77 dropped their weekend update over the weekend, including their map Homestead, which is still pending, or hang on, wait a minute. He just posted in my Discord saying that the map failed testing. However, the feedback was the same as the last time that it went through testing. It seems like a copy and paste. He said something about map borders and translations. I'm sure we'll get an official post for him soon, and I'll keep you updated once we get that. His Strasburg, Pennsylvania update, however, is getting closer to being finished, likely sometime over the next 2 weeks. And his Strasburg 4X map is moving forward with the implementation of Thunder's row crop system, and he's working on the town area. There will also be some custom buildings, so that's great news. Here's something a little bit interesting from the Weekend Farmers. They're testing out a new Quarry system on their upcoming Schwabian Forest map, or maybe this is an update as they already have a map out that's kind of like that. Either way, they've said that the rocks will be in between 250 and 1,000 liters, likely stones, once they are delivered to a crusher. It's a bit out of context and I've had to translate everything, but I do think it's something that they're trying and it's kind of interesting, where the rocks just kind of appear out of nowhere, or maybe after purchasing a production site. I think it's neat, but what do you think? I need to find out some more information on this. And lastly, today, Oxygen David has released a video showing off some of the small holdings and farms that you'll be able to use on his Witcombe Park farm map. As of a couple weeks ago, development was still on track to be completed sometime in February, which, well, surprise, it is February now. So after development is done, it will be going into internal testing with Oxygen David's testers, then likely out for first looks and a release on his itch page for PC players. After he's found as many bugs as possible and fixed them all up, it will be sent off for testing on all platforms on the Mod Hub. And I'm off to make some snow cream. We got 16 inches of snow on Saturday, and it's all still here. A bit of a weird segue, but hey, if you want to see anything more about the mods, modders, or anything else we talked about today, links to everything can be found in the description. Remember, there are no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released. And if you like this video, you can check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And there it is. That is everything I've got for you for today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications so we never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. We will see you later. Dog, 16 inches of snow on Saturday. There's so much snow outside. Let's do it. Ice everywhere. Ugh, can't get out of the house.